So my philosophy is to do anything that works. I know for most people, they think of the way a classroom should be run or how a teacher should teach kind of based on their own style of learning. But everyone is a little bit different, and you really have to tailor your teaching style to individual students, which means you have to get to know the students. You have to be able to address their needs and know what's going to help them get to the next level. And so in that sense, I don't think that there really is any one particular style, because you're trying to meet the needs of individual students. I spent 2 years in Africa working on helping to set up healthcare centers, and this was done with a federal program that was done through the World Health Organization. And we set up health centers that had a stock of drugs that's given out by the World Health Organization, and that helped them fund their health center. So as they sold the drugs, they would buy new drugs, but with a profit, they would put that back into the health center. And so it was kind of keeping that going and helping to support that. Knew I wanted to make the world a better place. And so kind of thought, well, maybe that's the key, because I saw a lot of problems with individuals that kind of stem from health. They couldn't get ahead. Poverty was one block, but then health issues almost made that insurmountable to be able to advance to another economic level or be able to do anything for yourself. And so I thought maybe that's the area that I wanted to go in. But more and more as I got back, it seemed more education was really the kind of key. I knew from my personal experience how much education has done for me, and that really is a way out of a lot of poverty and bad situations, and being able to not only have the skills necessary to go on, but just the getting an education, being able to think independently, being able to analyze data, I think overall improves your lot in life, and being able to figure out how to get yourself out of any kind of difficulties or problems that you might have. The Peace Corps is very big on find a problem and fix it. You know, kind of you're on your own, you got a problem, you need to solve it. There's nobody around that might be able to help you. You just have to use your resources and be good at that. I think that's a lot of what I bring to teaching. I mean, you got a problem, you got to figure it out. Now, you can't just say, well, I guess I can't do that. You just got to figure out your way forward. Yeah, first and foremost, I think it's getting to know your students, and it's not, I think there's been a big paradigm shift in teaching in general, where we used to think of it as like you go to school, you get a lot of knowledge dumped on you, you try to absorb what you can, and then you're out in the world. And now it's a lot more about preparing students for a future that we don't exactly know what that's going to be like. It's an exciting time to teach. So in that way, I think you really do need to get to know the students and what kind of makes them tick, and help them to learn to love to learn, and to really internalize what that what education can do for them, and get them to invest in themselves. The world is changing every day. We don't fully know what it's going to bring. We get some ideas. I mean, we know, at least in the now, like what kind of jobs are opening, where the economy is headed, at least in the short term. And it's our responsibility to help our students best prepare for that life that they have ahead of them. So I don't know that there's any way that you can do the same thing every year, year after year, and be an effective teacher, because the world's not staying static with you. You have to change. You have to innovate. I could not have ask for a better district to be in. Jenks is fantastic. I love my administrators. They make all the difference. They're very supportive. If I have any questions about the direction I want to go, they're fully behind me, trying to help me in any way I can. I have all the opportunities for professional development that I could ever use. It's an amazing place to teach.